It's Faith Over Everything. It's a podcast where we talk about everything.
Everything?
Everything. No topic is safe.
But we gon' give it to you through the lens of faith.
Alright.
So sit back, relax, and let us do what we do. It's your host, Jasmine. It's the FOE crew.
Okay.
I said sit back, relax, and let us do what we do. We your host, Jasmine. We the FOE crew.
Hey, FOE.
FOE.
Faith over everything.
Faith over everything.
FOE.
FOE.
Faith over everything.
Hey y'all, hey. Happy Friday.
Yes, we made it.
We
Thank
made
the
it.
Lord.
We made it. We are in November, y'all. Can y'all believe it?
Crazy.
We is almost out of 2023. On our way to 2024. That is crazy. Crazy.
Yes.
But welcome to Faith Over Everything podcast. I am one half of your host. My name is Angela Suggs.
I am Jasmine Suggs.
And welcome. We love that you are here. If this is your first time here, we are going to start off with an icebreaker. Jasmine, I believe it's your turn.
Let me take the floor, Angela.
I was just going to say
go.
that's it's our newscaster voice. Hello. And now we're going to take it over to the weather with Jasmine. Jasmine, tell us the weather.
All right, so this is the icebreaker. One gotta go. One gotta go.
Ooh.
One gotta go. I said one gotta go. Go. It gotta go. It gotta go. It gotta go. Okay.
Feel like Carlton.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
If y'all not watching this, y'all are losing. Okay. Y'all listening to this, I mean, well, I appreciate it, but y'all just be missing all of the, extras that we be giving. We be giving
The dramatics. Okay. That's what you're missing.
Yeah,
the dramatics. But if you don't care about the dramatics, then you keep on downloading and listening. We appreciate you.
We appreciate that. Love you.
But so one gotta go. Okay. So Christmas.
Ooh. Not Jesus' birthday?
Christmas, Thanksgiving, your birthday, or your anniversary.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's, you know what? It's not that hard. I'm going to get rid of Thanksgiving. I mean, I'm not going to get rid of Jesus' birthday. I mean, granted, that's not really his birthday, but that's what we acknowledge as his birthday, because we don't acknowledge anything else. So I need to acknowledge my Lord and Savior. Thank you, Jesus.
Oh,
thank you. I mean, I'm just saying, thank you. I can't get rid of him. I'm not gonna get rid of my birthday. That is a national holiday. Okay, that's right next to Jesus. Okay. I don't know. Well, you know what? No, I do want to acknowledge my anniversary, because that is, our union, my union with my husband, and we made our family. We have our children and all of that. But if I'm being honest, we really don't even be celebrating it like that. I mean, we do, but it's like we just go to dinner, because Thanksgiving, I be off of work. I don't even got to put a PTO in or nothing. And then we get my job, and then we get Black Friday off.
Yeah, I was just saying, we get Black Friday off. That's really what's the importance of Thanksgiving. I should have said Black Friday. Friday.
I'm still gonna stick with Thanksgiving though, but because I'll still get Black Friday off. I'm still gonna get a day off. They still gonna have Black Friday. I don't know, but yeah, I'm gonna say Thanksgiving. That's my final answer. Your turn.
It was the same.
You acted like you was gonna do something so dramatic with the Thanksgiving.
Like, girl, it was the same. Because I don't know. I just feel like Thanksgiving. Well, of course, all of these are man-made holidays,
like pagan holidays.
Yeah, because I mean, of course, every day we're grateful, right? We're thankful for every day that we get to live. And then it's so crazy because we have
2 anniversaries?
anniversary. Yeah, I was like, we got an anniversary when we signed the actual papers, and then we had an anniversary when we did a year later when we did our ceremony wedding. So, and yes, we do celebrate them both.
Mm-hmm. And do. We only have one.
I'm gonna try to keep it down just to 2, but when we do our with that anniversary, that thing
Your
that I
renewal?
told you, it depends on the weather.
Hmm.
But down here, it might not be that bad in
Are
February.
you aiming for the paper or the
I'll probably do the
ceremony?
paper.
Okay.
Yeah, I do the paper because that's really when I sign my life over.
Oh, that's not my life over. Okay, so yes, Thanksgiving gotta go. Thanksgiving gotta go. You
Which
already
is crazy
know.
because it's
Go,
this
go,
month.
go. I mean, that's just hypothetically. I'm still gonna have Thanksgiving off. I'm gonna have the day after Thanksgiving off.
I feel like though, I mean, when we did live in Milwaukee though, like Thanksgiving did used to actually.
I know. I think that's why it's so easy for me to give it up.
But to tell the truth though, it used to be stressful. Like when it comes to the holidays, especially Thanksgiving, it was stressful. Because not only, I mean, granted, thankfully, we only had like one house to go to for Aaron's side of the family. But for my side of the family, like I had to make sure that I went, you know, to my mama's side and my daddy's side and the Suggs, you know, like that's a lot of eating. I mean, I'm not mad about the eating part, but it's just like that's a lot. Cause you know, you want to spend time, like quality time with every single part of your, you know, your family.
I can't relate. We only went to the Suggs. It
Oh.
wasn't stressful for me.
Girl. And we used to try to plan it out. Like, that's why I did really like Christmas because, you know, Suggs, we used to do Christmas Eve. And then
Missed that.
and then Christmas Day, we usually would do like the day. I want to say we usually did. Well, I don't know. That would be stressful too because then I still had to split my time with my mama's side of the family and my daddy's side of the family. And it's like, I don't want y'all to, you know, be gypped out of, you know, the time. But that's just, you know, everybody, y'all family. So, well, at least one time I do remember, and I used to get so irritated. But one time my mama had coordinated her side of the family and the Malone side of the family at the fellowship hall at church.
What?
I was like, Mom, why? Like,
why was it at the fellowship hall? Or just why?
No, why?
Everything why?
Just why? Like, and then like they tried to make it a tradition, but it was like, I think we did it one time at New T. And then the next time we did, was it I think it was Thanksgiving, but it was only my mama's side of the family. But it was like the whole, like it was like a family reunion. And I was just like, I just want to be in somebody's house so I can eat and fall asleep.
Oh, you just wanted to go to sleep. That's all that was. You just wanted to eat and go to sleep. I ain't mad at that. I'm not mad at that, so I can understand that. But you said you was irritated. You know what irritates me?
What?
Jasmine Suggs. Let me tell y'all what she doing. Okay, y'all? Let me tell y'all. Okay, we're going to get off of the icebreaker and we're going to take a little pivot before we get to our topic. Okay? So let me tell you. I was minding my business. Let me pull up the text messages, okay? So I'm minding my business on Sunday, okay? She sends me a link at 11:25 a.m. Mind you, I'm at church, okay? I am with the Lord.
You was at church?
At 11:25 a.m., yes, ma'am.
Your time or my time? Look, I'm like,
this is 11:25 a.m. my time, so this is 12:25 your time. So I give you a little pass.
I was at church.
I give you a little pass. Yeah, I give you a little pass because you know it's 12:30 your time. Maybe you know you be forgetting that I'm not in the same time zone, so you just send a text. Whoop. So okay, not a big deal. Okay, she sends it at 11:25 a.m. I really don't look at it. I'm just telling the truth because I seen it and I seen it was a link. I'm like, oh, it's probably a video. I'll watch it later.
Because you can't watch it at church, no way.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. 6:50, because I forget about it. 6:50 p.m. I get a text that says, "Did you click on this link yet?" So now I'm like, what she sent me? Y'all, she didn't send me this Temu link. And if you don't know what Temu is an app that you can shop. It's it's a store. It's a online
Listen, they
little
ain't
store.
sponsoring us. We ain't gonna.
No, don't act like they ain't sponsored us. And you getting all these free gifts and everything. So this baby trying to get free gifts. So she need everybody to click on the link. So I click on. What you gonna say?
Go ahead.
I click on the link. I said I just did it. She says thanks. First of all, you said I didn't know you already had the app. How did you know I already had the app? Did it tell you?
Because it shows you. It'll say like you'll get certain points for new user, and then you get coins for existing user. So I was just like, I was like, I just knew I was gonna have it in the bag because it was like either have one more new user, or so many odd existing users you get points for. And I was just like, I don't want no points. I want you to cut, because it was like it'll cut $1. And I think I was at like 50 cents or something like that. Like they make it.
Y'all hear this? She is.
I'm going to need therapy for this.
Anyway, so not only she says thanks, then she says, I didn't know you already had the app. I says, yes, I did the same thing for my sister a few months back. She replies, oh, okay, cool. Marcus got it. You don't really care. You didn't really care to send me that cool. That was just...
I didn't want to just jump to something different.
Do Marcus got it? I said, Marcus.
I forgot about my nephew. I'm finna text Khalil. He probably already got it.
Girl, leave my son alone. So she talking about, I said, so I do my due diligence. I said, Marcus, do you have this app? He says no. So I'm thinking I'm telling him something new. Like, oh, well, Jasmine go send you a text. He said she already sent it to me.
Listen, all I needed to know is if he had it or not. Once you say no, he don't have it, my fingers got the going. Like,
I got his number. Send him the text. Not only did she text him, y'all, then she sent me instructions. I'm gonna send him the link. Can you make sure he downloads it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm 4 users away from 6 free gifts.
Mm-hmm.
He did
and it. I want to publicly thank every single one of y'all because I feel like this is my second job. Third. I am going to definitely start putting on my resume that I am a recruiter / promoter because all I'm doing is working for them.
You is. That was Sunday, y'all. Let me just say that was on Sunday. I'm all transparency. We are recording on Tuesday. I get a text this morning. I get a text 10:58 a.m. What you doing? So I was like, okay, she worked from home on Tuesday, so she must be, you work from home. You in between calls and stuff. You talk. Hey, girl, what you doing? What you doing? I said, girl, I was on the call. I didn't respond until 11:32. So it's 30 minutes later, because I be doing my work. I be at work working. I just ain't available to take texts right away. I gotta do my actual work first. I said I was on a call. What's up? Thinking that she loved me and she really cared about me. She wanted to know what I was doing. She said nothing. About to send you a new link for Temu. And then put the boy ha 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 like evil villain laugh. I told so many people, and she said herself, she is a crackhead. She is addicted, y'all. She has a problem. So I need all of these things to get together, okay? And pray for my sister.
Hey, but listen, if you don't have the app, listen, and I be telling people, I put it in there. I be like, listen, do not feel obligated to buy anything. I just need you to accept my invitation. Because I don't want nobody to be a crackhead like me.
Y'all. Don't do it.
And then it's so funny because Yana just be like, Ma, stop. Let it go. I was like, first of all,
listen to the baby, okay?
Like, she was like, it's not, I think she said, she was like, it don't work or whatever. I said, you don't have the determination that I do. When I put my mind to it, now even Courtney, our sister, she was like, are you really doing this? I was like, yes, my determination is unmatched.
Let me tell you one thing about Jasmine. Jasmine is if it's something free, that baby is gonna have it down to a T. She gonna figure out how to get it. She gonna figure out how to do it. She is signed up for all the free food for your birthdays. She signed up for all that stuff. Like I'll think about that sometime. Like she's smart. Like the determination, not just the wherewithal. Like like you just be on it. And I'm like, because it be my birthday, and I get Starbucks I get my little things but I'm like, you know what? If I was like Jasmine, I'd probably get something free from Wingstop today.
Girl.
I'll probably get some.
Wingstop don't get you nothing but fries. Don't waste your time on that.
You see how she know that though? Who knows that? Who knows that you get free fries?
It's about free fries. I don't want no free fries. Y'all fries ain't even all that. Like I can see if it was some McDonald's fries, but
So the lesson that we learned today is that if it comes to anything free, and all you gotta do is a little bit of work, a little bit of just send this link to somebody. Send this link. Send them this virus. Go ahead and send them this virus to their phone.
Don't be calling it a virus.
I always heard bad things about Temu, so I was always.
You only heard bad things.
I've heard bad things about, but that's just like hearing bad things about Shine, whatever the thing called Shein. I don't know the name of that place.
I was like, I be calling it Sheen.
You know,
but
Sheen.
It do look like it say Shein, but it look like Sheen.
Yeah, some people use Sheen and they'll be like, oh, I feel like, after they ordered whatever, their card was compromised. Same thing happened with Temu, but I ain't never had no issues with Sheen. So
far, I ain't had no issues with Temu either.
So,
all my stuff
all your stuff came already?
2 things came already.
This girl done got an air fryer, y'all.
But why I'm so mad at myself, because I was like, dang, they did have a juicer on there. I should have tried to get the juice. That's okay. Next week. I said this.
Listen, y'all, listen. I'm about to block her.
Girl, I've been telling Yana friends. I told
they gonna
Jenna
cut you
friends.
off. They gonna be like, ma'am, you're done. You're finished.
I told you I tried to hit up I tried to help Sid, and it said
so it won't even let you help nobody.
Right, like they had sent it to me, so I helped my cousin, I helped T, and then when Sid sent it, it was like, you have reached your help, or you have reached something, you have reached your existing user or something like that. But I can try tomorrow.
I was gonna say for the day. Is it like
for the day?
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. So I was like, I'll try tomorrow, because I know it. I mean, listen, they try to get us to. You got to work out. You got to work the system, because listen, if you got me working for you, yes, I'm gonna need you to give me something in return. I help you get. I feel like I'm cheating on Sheen though.
She didn't get you nothing free.
They sure didn't. They just be giving us coupons, and it be like $2. Like at first, when they first started, because I know I got to hurry up and get in with Temu, because at first when I was with Sheen, they had they'll send you like $50 off of $250 or whatever, and I was like, okay, all right, but now there's $2 and 15% off of $350. I'm not spending $350.
I was gonna say, who's spending that much money?
Girl, no, their limit is $50. $50, and I be getting a whole bunch of stuff, because all that stuff be like $2.
Again, y'all just send well wishes, send prayers that she will be released from this addiction that she has.
This gonna be it for this week. I just need to find one more
for this week. Y'all hear this? Y'all hear the language. Y'all hear the language.
I'm just trying to be. I mean,
I'm not bad at it because it's free. You can't be mad at getting free stuff, okay? Because now watch. Next month she gonna be like, Angie was sending out links. Angie was doing. Because I ain't gonna hold you. So when I did it today, I was like, I clicked her link today, then it took me to a whole thing, and it was like, you can pick 10 free gifts. And I was like, oh, I get 10 free gifts? I thought I had 10 free gifts for helping you. So then I did it, and then once I picked my 10 free gifts, it was like, now you need to invite your friends. And I said, you ain't about to catch me up, Ricky Bobby. And then I closed it out, and I was like, done, because I'm not about to mess with nobody. I ain't about to disturb nobody day. Okay. Let me let y'all go.
I wasn't disturbing, because I still was checking in on people. So it was killing 2 birds with one stone. Because I still wanted the people that I was reaching out to, I still wanted to see how they was doing. But I wanted to see, did they have the app? So that was a conversation. She got a problem.
Because when she told me, I told her, you know what? You need help. If she sent me, believe me, I know.
I know.
It's like, well, as long as she knows, okay. The first stage is acceptance, or is it denial? I don't know.
it's
I don't know the
denial.
stages.
I ain't in denial. Every time I send it to somebody, I'll be like, if they say they got Tim you, I'll be like, oh. And then my one of my other cousins, they was like, it got you in the chokehold like my mama, huh? I was like, it too.
I apologize. I just realized I feel like some people might not even have known about Temu, and now we talking about it, and now y'all in the chokehold. I'm so sorry we brought this up.
Listen,
please walk away. Do not download the link. Do not click it. Do not get the app. Stay away.
Don't download it until I send it to you. Now, if you ain't got it, if you ain't get the link yet, look, I promise you in my disclaimer, I said, do not buy anything. Just accept my invitation.
Yeah, because you don't have to buy anything in order for her to get
you just got to accept my invitation.
Anywho,
don't be like me. Do not be like me. Be better.
Do better. Be better. As you text Khalil.
Right, I did text to see what he was doing. He might be at work or something.
Y'all see how she be playing you? What you doing? Hey, how are you? How you doing today?
I didn't say how are you. I said what you doing. Oh, you know who I'm finna bless out because I don't cuss. I'm finna bless out Brandon.
Oh yeah, we should call him after this. Okay, y'all. So let's get into the episode. So this month's topic was actually sent in by Jasmine Suggs.
Well, it was by Aaron, really.
Oh, you know what's so funny is when I clicked on it, I did see that Aaron had liked it. Whatever. Mm-hmm. So our producer and non-producer, Aaron, gave us this topic. So there was a post on Instagram that says, "Women of faith only, do you regret having premarital sex? Tell the truth, why or why not?" And I was like, this don't pertain to me because I didn't do this. But that's a lie. I ain't had.
I was like, you ain't do what? Like, maybe listen. I read the wrong. Maybe I sent you the wrong one. What you didn't do?
Okay, I don't know. That was my name is Angela Suggs. That was Angela Obanay. Okay. 2 different people now. Just kidding. But to answer the question, I feel like I could answer it because I did read some of the I read some of the women's answers, people's answers in the post. Me personally, it's like I live my life where I want to say like I don't have any regrets because I feel like everything that you do teaches you, you know, about yourself, or it teaches you something. However, based off of the question alone, I would say yes, I do regret it because me personally, when I was growing up, like we didn't go to church all the time, whatever, but we would, we went to church, and then I just morally was like, oh, I did like the thought of being a virgin or being, not want to say abstinent, because I feel like abstinence is like abstaining from sex, like you've had it before, or maybe not.
Abstinence is right. You're right. The
celibate.
Celibate is the one that you had one, or
Yes, I was like, okay, my bad. So yes, so I like the thought of being abstinent. And I was planning on being abstinent until I got married. But you know what? Life happens. Temptations happen. The flesh was weak, and I was not able to abstain from sex. However, I do wish, like if I could go back and do it again, I will wait until I was married. Whatever. Mm-hmm. I do think it's tricky. Like you can answer it because prior to marriage, you had a baby. So it's one of those things where it's like, I feel like it's a tricky, in my opinion, it's a tricky question for those who have children outside of marriage, even though your child is still with your husband. It's still just the fact that it's like, okay, so am I saying that I regret having my baby? I don't want to say that, but I didn't have my babies until after I got married. So it's just a quick, easy, yes, I can say that I regret it. Because it didn't do anything for me. Whatever. If anything, it just caused problems because you think you liking on somebody, whatever. And then you do that. And then all of a sudden, like, oh, I think I love, and not love him, but it just gets you more involved.
Laid it down, huh? Oh, I think I love him.
It did sound like that. Like, oh. Girl.
That is what I could marry. Let me get that.
Woo, silly rabbit.
Oh.
No. But no, yeah, I think if I could go back, I would. Because I mean, remember, like even now, like I still kind of have I wanted to start like an abstinence thing within like my church back home. I was thinking about just having, I wanted to do that because I do think it's important, but I think that it's important for young men as well, not for it to just be about women and, promise rings and all of that stuff and promising yourself purity rings. Like, I don't think purity rings should just be for girls. I think it should be for boys as well. They should be taught the same thing because I feel like, when they talk about purity, they do talk to both, but I feel like they really nail the head in on girls, whatever, where it's like, these boys need to be pure as well, okay? Because I'm raising boys. I'm raising men, and I want my boys to, if they can abstain from sex, I want for them to abstain from sex as well. So I would say yes, because I feel like sex brought about more issues than needed, more feelings that you think are there that's not really there. And then you'd be like, ugh. Because then when you break up, you'd be like, ugh. Like, I can't believe. Because a lot of times when you break up with people, you'd be like, ugh, he's not even all that. And then you'd be like, ugh. And then I let him do that with me. Like, ugh, stupid. No. So, yes, my answer would be yes, I regret it. And I did ask Marcus. I said, Marcus, if I was a virgin when you met me and we dated, would you have waited till marriage if that's what I was on, whatever? And he said yes, and I believe him. Because I'll tell you afterwards.
Okay.
I was like, because it's another story, but I'll tell you afterwards. It ain't for everybody to hear.
Okay. Well, if y'all are part of the Patreon, no, just playing. We got on Patreon.
One day we gonna have one of them. Okay, listen, Patreon starting off at $3. Y'all get the backstage access.
Right, the bloopers, all of that.
Y'all just really gonna see how crazy we are.
Oh my gosh! If y'all can't
kids
see
coming in here, listen,
just
getting
everything.
there, running around, pulling wigs off, everything, y'all.
I promise y'all, oh my gosh! Why are we like this? But hey, gotta love it. Oh my gosh. So yes, to answer the question, yes, I would have, wait, what was the question? Would you wait if you could have?
Do you regret having premarital sex?
Do I regret? And the same disclaimer, like you were saying, like I do think that everything is a lesson learned, but that is one thing that I do regret is that, because like, well, if you know me, y'all know Aaron is the only husband. He is the only husband.
He's the only husband. Like, he the only everything, not everything.
The only husband that I've had, but he's the only one that I've had sex with. He's my only one, and thank God that it did work out the way that, like, that I did have a baby out of wedlock. Now I don't regret my child. I love her to death. So it wouldn't. So I'm not saying the part of her, she's not my regret or whatever like that. I definitely think that getting pregnant with her did save me from certain things that I didn't even see until like now. Because of course, when I was a senior in high school, I didn't see any of that stuff. But of course, like now that, what I know now, if I knew what I knew now back then yes, certain things would be different. Would love had to have her in my marriage, or whatever. But, things happen for a reason. God allowed it. It was my disobedience. But the biggest thing, me and my cousin, we be joking about it, but it's really serious. Like, because like how you was talking about the purity rings, we did that. Like it was all three of us and, a couple of people from our church. We walked down the aisle and we was getting married to God. And, and and I just was so like, yes. I'm for real. I just knew. Like, I'm for real. I knew. I was like, yes, ain't nobody gonna let me, cheat on God. Like, I'm going to be so like faithful and pure for him. I wanted my husband to be a virgin. We was gonna do all this thing together. We was gonna be confused together. We ain't gonna know what was happening or whatever, right?
What happened was,
oh my gosh. But the fact that I think that's like my biggest regret though. It wasn't because of anything, but like I felt like I really disappointed. Well, it was a couple of things. I felt like I disappointed God and I disappointed my parents. And of course, my parents didn't know. Well, my mama knew, but and I did not tell her. She just knew because she a mama.
she knew.
Because I remember she was like yesterday.
She was at home like, something ain't right.
My baby. I remember like it was yesterday. She was like, "You and Aaron practicing sex."
How? Okay, let's go back. How soon after you guys were engaging in this life
did I get pregnant?
She ask you? No.
Oh,
did your mama ask you?
It had to be some months.
Okay,
it wasn't
so
like
it
wasn't like
right away.
It wasn't like I just got done and she was like, "Is y'all practicing?" Girl, because I took a shower. You ain't gonna smell nothing on me.
Just horrible.
Oh no, it was some months. It was some months that she knew that she had. You know, she was like, "Is y'all practicing?" And I was like, "We ain't practicing. I know what I'm doing." This is not a game, okay? I am serious.
I do not like kids like you that just take the words and just be like, that's not. You asked, so you just lied to me. No, you said, "Are we practicing?" We're not practicing. We were doing it. We were
right. We were all in.
It was no practice. The game was
not a
on.
Game.
You asked the wrong question. I didn't lie. You asked the wrong question. See, now I know I gotta ask my questions the right way to my kids.
So that's why. That's why with the girls, I just flat out and say it. Are you having sex? Because I don't want you to, you know, and I'm not gonna be like, I ain't talking about are you having sex right now, because I know that you're talking to me right now, and I know how I am. Because I'll be like, no, I'm not having sex. Don't you see me? I'm not having sex.
I do not like you. So don't you see me? I'm right in front of you right now. Hello. Does it look like I'm having sex? No.
Oh my gosh. But yes, I definitely regret disappointing God and my parents. And myself. Like I really was like, dang. Like, I mean, of course not in the moment I wasn't, but I really was like, you waited this long and you just gonna, I mean, not like it was just a random person, but it was just like,
well, clearly we see that we
right
built together, children built a life together, all of that. So that's the blessing that at least you guys are still together. So
right, and it's like sometimes I don't even like telling our story just because I don't want people to be like, well, y'all did it. I'm like that don't usually happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't usually marry your first. Like, that's not.
That's the dream, for at least for me. I wanted to be like, oh, I'm going to go to high school. I'm going to meet the love of my life. You're going to go off to college. We're going to get married. We're going to have kids. And he's going to be my high school sweetheart. My high school sweetheart is going to be my forever. Like, didn't have a high school sweetheart. I ain't had no boyfriend in college.
When reality hit you, I ain't had none of that.
Look, I ain't had none. No boyfriend in high school. I had that. I ain't get no boyfriend until college. I did wait till college. I mean, I was in college when it happened, but second year too.
Oh, you did. See, let me not. I was gonna say something, but
you did good. Like, see, I did good. But that's just that's the world mentality,
right?
That's
like
the
that
world
should
where
not
it's
be
like,
my
at least
response.
You made it.
Right? That shouldn't be my response. But also, I don't want to be like, well,
exactly. You don't want to judge because we all human.
I can't judge nobody, baby. It was a teenage mother,
and that's the thing. It's like one of the things where it's like I don't want to chastise nobody or judge nobody because I've been there. Hello, had premarital sex. So who am I to say, whatever? Like, oh, you shouldn't be doing. Are you? I mean, Again, if I can go back and change it, I would though. Like I would. You live and you learn. Some
Mhm.
people, of course, they do go the course. I don't know if you guys ever watched. It's so funny because when I think about her character on Insecure, Yvonne Orji,
Mm.
like, because Molly was like, she out here. I don't think about granted, it's Hollywood, so, the sex scenes is just that, whatever. But I'm like, it has to be weird to have a sex scene and you are a virgin. Like, and you just be like, sorry. Granted, it's acting.
Yeah, so it really, I guess when the real thing happened with her husband, be like, so is you acting or is this serious? But I think it'll be different when it's really, because I've heard actors and actresses be like, it's so many cameras in there. There's no way that that you can get aroused or whatever like that. But I'm like, if she ain't never had it in her, then it
It's
probably is just
interesting.
humping, bumping and grinding. Like it's just.
But yeah, so then we're gonna segue into that, which is the whole, like I said, Yvonne Orji. That's my cousin, y'all. She's
She
Nigerian,
is hilarious, y'all. If y'all ever
and
caught
she is
her
hilarious.
in stand up, or if y'all seen her show, hilarious. Like
Yes.
I was screaming, crying. It don't take a lot for me to laugh, but it takes a lot for me to cry, and I was crying laughing. Like it was hilarious to me.
She is very funny, but like I said, well, she's funny, talented. She's an authoress. I always think of Maya Wilkes. I'm an authoress from Girlfriends. She has a book. I have the book. I haven't read it yet. I'm going to read it.
I'm gonna read it too
Yes, I'm going to read it.
when she get
Anyway,
done. No, just playing.
I'm
gonna buy my own. I'm gonna buy my own.
Mail it to you. Go mail it. Like, you can't have this one. This one is mine. This is mine, sucker. But no, like I said, with her, she's a virgin and she's 39 years old, whatever. And so again, I think it's crazy because like we were just saying how you was getting ready to say like, well, that's good. And that's the world mentality where it's like, oh, that's good. You made it that long, whatever. It's just crazy how like the world really be making it seem like people weird for doing things that they supposed to do.
Supposed to
So it's
do.
like
Yeah.
she 39 years old. She's still a virgin. She's let it be known that she's waiting for her husband, whatever. She's a believer, so it's like, okay, I want to wait until my husband, I want to be married before I have sex, whatever. That is that's for her husband, whatever. And people are just like I saw this one comment where it was asking like, basically like, is she punishing herself? Like at what point does it become like a form of punishment that you're withholding? I'm like, how is it punishment? Like a punishment is something that if I drank this coffee and I loved this coffee and then I made Jasmine mad and she's like, you're never going to have that coffee again. That's a punishment because I had it before and now you're telling me I can't have it. If I've never had something, it's not a punishment for me not to get it because I don't even know what I'm missing. Like, so it's like, no, she's not punishing herself. She's holding true to her morals and her values. And she's saying, no, I'm waiting until I have my husband, which again, I wish I would have done. But I didn't, can't go back and do it though. But I commend her and I commend people like her. Like, our friends, Said and Tierra, they waited until marriage. And I love that for them because you don't see a lot of couples that do that, where it's like the man and the woman, like, like doing what you said. Like, I want my husband to be my first. I want, like, it's beautiful. So I pray that my boys are able to do that.
Yes, I definitely pray for the girls and for the boy to be that way. Like it just, I know that for a fact. Like I try to be as transparent with them as possible. Just because, not with AJ, but y'all know what I'm talking about with the girls.
Yes.
Like transparent as possible because I don't want them to like, I think of Jane the Virgin, like that flower is just like it crumbles up once you let they don't even have to be a random person. Even if you think that you like them and they're gonna be your boyfriend or your fiance, whatever the case may be, like it's so I don't know what the word is. It's so refreshing to do like what God wants you to do. And it's like, I ain't even talking about like all the different stuff, like with the soul ties and with the diseases that could happen and with the pregnancy scares, like none of that. Like you don't have to worry about any of that if you're, you're only doing it with who God created, your husband or your wife, whoever, if you husband and wives and husband, I won't be no confusion. But
say husband, wife,
right,
husband.
right. But yeah, like for my girls, I'm just like, I pray that they don't I pray that they don't be like me with that situation. Like, don't feel like, and like, I mean, you heard yesterday when me and Aaron was talking, when he got so in his chest. Yes, I know that it was me. It was me, guys. It was me that, because he was like, I had
he didn't do it. He didn't pressure me. It was not him.
He didn't. And
fast tell girls. See, I gotta tell my sons. Gotta tell my sons about them girls.
You got to watch them all in the church and everything. You watch them church girls. Listen. Because your TT
it's not
was
just the boys, it be the girls too. They be
it's
sneaky.
Really not. And I was very sneaky. I was very sneaky. And I just, because he said he would have waited. And and I had never felt pressured or anything. Like I never had felt like, oh, I gotta do this or I think he gonna leave me. I wasn't even that type. Like I was like the opposite. Like, okay, if you feel like, if I, how, I don't know, back in the day, how they used to be like, well, if you love me, I had a boyfriend that had used to say this. Well, if you love me, you would do it or whatever. And I was like, well, I guess I don't love you then, nigga. Like, whatever. Like,
and it's so funny because like you would hear like he was like, if the boy tell you he loved you, you don't do it just because just because he said he loved you. And I always thought that was like, people was just saying that, but now that you're telling me that, he was really trying to tell you that. Like,
yes, he was really serious, and I was just like, "Well, then I don't love you." Like, I don't love you, and clearly I didn't love him because that was like, actually, it was 2 boys that said that to me, and now one of them, I was just like, okay, we're not even.
I just met you yesterday.
I mean, no, we were like we was boyfriends, but we was like boyfriend and girlfriends. But we was like really, right. We was boyfriends.
Jasmine, was there something that you want to tell us?
Yeah, a bit. No, I was born a female, guys. I'm a female. I'm a female.
I mean, clearly you have children.
Came out naturally, okay, guys. But all 3. But
oh my gosh.
But yes, it was like we weren't even like at that age that you should have even been thinking about it. Like it was like real young because I feel like we was still like in middle school, like 7th, 8th grade. And I was just like, why is this even on your mind? Like I don't think that I ain't fool with him after that. And then the other one that I had, I was on my way to high school. I think we like graduated. I had graduated. He was 2 years older than me. And I had graduated and we had some conversations or whatever throughout our relationship. And he had said that to me. And I was just like, well, I'm about to go to high school and I don't know what that's about to be about. So let's just be friends, okay? Because clearly I don't love you because you said that if I loved you, then I would have sex with you. And I'm not having sex with nobody until I get married. Like, I'm not having sex with nobody except my husband. Like, and you not that. So,
I mean, technically, that's what you did.
Yeah, I still kept my word, but
but I mean, at the time when it had first started, he wasn't. But I mean, he became. And still
like, well, I knew the Lord had told. No, let me not start lying on the Lord.
Don't be lying on God. Don't be lying on God. Don't be lying. I'm trying to say don't be lying on the Lord.
You said on the God. Don't be lying on the God.
Don't be lying on the G. On the G. Don't be lying on Big G. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Don't be lying on God.
But yeah, so
don't be lying on him.
Yes, girl. Them dudes is out there that be saying that. Now I don't know if they say it now or whatever.
No, I mean I can see it probably is. It is because you have to you have to be strong. You have to be strong-willed, strong-minded, because so me and my husband, we were together a couple years before we got married. Like, we were together, we were living in sin, we broke up. But when we got back together prior to being married, we were both celibate. So on our way to marriage, we were celibate. In between the time where when we were broken up, I remember that's when I had like started going back to church, rededicated my life to Christ, and I was on my, celibate. Like, I'm celibate. I'm not having sex with anybody. The next person I have sex with is gonna be my husband, is where I was at. And I remember I was at work, and it was this dude, and it was a coworker, and we were talking, and he was like, I think we were talking about it because at the time I was like youth pastor at the church and stuff, and I was just talking about what what I was going to talk about on Sunday, and he was kind of like, "You believe all that, like whatever?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he was just like, "So you not?" He was like, "So I think he had asked like about me dating or whatever," and I was just like, "No." Then I had mentioned that I was celibate, like, it was a group of us, and we were talking. It wasn't just him, and I was just like, "Yeah, no, I'm gonna be celibate," because everybody knew I was with him at one point, so it was not like we was living together and everything. They knew we was doing stuff. So they know. So it's not like nobody thought I was a virgin or anything. So he was just like, "Oh, okay, well," he's like, "You celibate?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I don't want to be with nobody until I meet my husband." And he told me I was going to be single forever. He was like,
Look at me now.
He was like, "Well, I guess you ain't never going to be with nobody because ain't nobody trying to wait for that." And I was just like, I was like, "Well, somebody like you ain't trying to wait for that, and I don't want nobody like you anyway." Like, if that's the case, like, I mean, we had went to middle school together, so we had kind of like that banter. We could talk crazy to each other, whatever. But it was just like, well, I mean, somebody like you, clearly, like, we not on the same page, so that makes sense, whatever. Like, I'm not trying to be with somebody who's not on the same page as me, whatever. And I will say, of course, during that celibate season, it was hard because, like, you'll talk to somebody and then you'll let them know, like, I'm celibate, like, I just want you to know up front, whatever, like, I'm celibate, whatever. Remember that one dude? Did you go with me to the Cheesecake Factory? Did you do that date? That one date I went on?
Me and Toya.
Y'all at the table.
I think it was me too. Who was it?
It was a couple of y'all. It was you, Toya. I think it was Cassandra. Was Sheridan here?
I felt like it was Sheridan, but I don't know.
It might have been Sheridan.
I'm gonna have to ask Toya. I feel like I went, but
I know it was Toya. I went on a date, y'all, with this dude, and I don't know. Maybe I had got a vibe from him. I don't know. And so I was like, "Hey, y'all, I'm going to Cheesecake Factory." I think y'all just wanted to go anyway. Y'all was like, "Oh, we gonna go." So we came, and they were there, and they set like a couple tables away from me, and then I was on this date, y'all. But anywho, that guy, that was during my celibate season, whatever. And we had a nice date, nice first little date, whatever. And then after the first date, he called me and was like, "Oh, I'm supposed to go hang out with my guys, but I was thinking I'd come over your house and spend the night." I'm sorry. Who was you?
Crickets.
Who was you calling?
You had the wrong number.
I mean, I know it said that this person I just went out with, but it can't be because I told you what I was on. So I was like, "Yeah, no, it's not an option, whatever." And he was just like, "I mean, I just thought that, I could come over and blah, blah, blah." And I was just like, "Yeah, no, did you forget the part where I told you I was celibate?" He was like, No, I remember that. I ain't trying to do all that. You know what I'm saying? We can just lay together. I said, "Sir, I said I was celibate, not stupid."
Right.
Like, I don't know. And he was like, really like, "What you talking about?" I was like, "Sir, I'm not done. Like, I know the sooner you let somebody in your bed, the sooner something is going to happen. Whatever. That's not what I'm on." And like, he really had attitude with me, y'all. And I was like, "Oh, this ain't the one." Thank you for revealing yourself on the first date. Now, I did give him another check because that night we talked about it. We had whatever. We had a second date planned. We did go on the second date. The second date was not, it wasn't the same as the first date, but yeah, he was out of there quick. He didn't pass the test at all. But it was just like, I don't know what you thought this was, sir. Whatever. So I will say, it's a lot of heartache when you celibate and you like, you just be like, because they lie to your face, like lie right in your face. That's fine. That's okay. I respect you. And it's just like, I'm gonna figure out a way. I'm gonna crack that code.
Exactly.
I'm gonna crack that. Like, no,
just kind of like the dudes that be like, if you be like, oh, I'm married. Oh, your husband don't let you have friends. No, he my friend.
I don't need no.
I
friends.
don't let myself have friends. It's not that he don't let me have friends. I don't let myself have friends. I don't need no friends. What I need to talk to you about?
You go. Ain't nothing that I can talk to you about. I don't need to talk to you about nothing.
Ain't nothing that I can talk to you. What I'm gonna talk to you? Don't talk to you about him. So then you can console me and tell me what I need to hear, and then I just lay up with you and be a cheater. No.
How about I just talk to him about him?
Right. Let me tell you about yourself. So.
I don't like when you did when you said
this and you did this, but I don't even understand why you did that because you know that it get on my nerves. So why did you do it? Okay.
You did that? Cool.
Oh, okay.
Like, you fine? I'm good. But I mean, I just think it's funny how you be like, oh, I thought you said you was good.
No. But I just think it's funny that
that
when you do it.
When I told you I didn't like when you did that, you was like, whatever, and it was fine. But then when I did it, you wanted to have attitude. So I'm just trying to figure out, how come you can do it and I can't?
Girl.
Let's talk about that. That's a whole nother episode, y'all.
Girl, that is. We're gonna have the husbands come and we're gonna be asking them questions. Thank you for being our interviewers. So when I told you
I feel like we should do a us versus them episode.
Okay.
But I feel like we would win. Because it'd be like, if it was questions, because I don't know if they know each other like that. They don't be talking like that. How embarrassed will we be if they beat the brakes off us?
We
talk every day.
I'll be like, so y'all grew up together. Y'all was born with each other.
Y'all slept in the same bed and everything. Like, we. They said y'all was born. Y'all was born by the same person. Y'all lived in the
y'all
same
came out the same stomach.
Y'all, and when you was in there, he left some of his thoughts behind, and so
you snatched them up. The other two sons, they came out, but you only snatched Marcus's out.
The other two probably did leave some there. I don't know what's going on with them. Lord bless their hearts.
Lord Jesus, please be with them.
Be with all of us, Father. Be with all of us. But all right, y'all. I think we're done with that topic.
Get them a second dose.
But all right, y'all. Comment below if you are a woman of faith, even if you're a man
or
of faith.
a man of faith. Yeah.
Yes. Let us know. Do you regret having premarital sex? Be honest in your answer. There is no right or wrong answer. Okay, because what's done is already done.
We have no heaven or hell to put you in. Okay,
Show don't. If you have listened to our podcast for Real Housewives reviews, we're gonna tell you now, we ain't doing Potomac because we ain't got the energy, we ain't got the time. We ain't got the energy. Okay. I had seen a video, I think it's a Jasmine that I had seen online. And just off of the video, I was like, oh, we still talking about this, but it's like, but y'all still, like mad. I was just like, no, I can't. So then Jasmine actually watched the first episode and then she texted me and was like, I don't know. Pineapples. Pineapples. I can't. And I was like, girl, I haven't watched it yet, but just off of that clip, I feel the same. But I did end up watching it. So we figured that maybe we'll just do a quick thought process here at the end of the episode. Because remember, we come out every 2 weeks. So we can just give you our thoughts. If the Potomac is what you're here for, or if you've come to love those, here we go. So it was only one episode in. They're talking about Robin and Juan. Now, I will say, I didn't know about them other little incidents.
I didn't either.
I didn't know that. I didn't
I
know
was
that
like,
one was spotted.
laundromat, nail salon, huh? But I
Was
don't
it the
follow
same
neither one of
lady?
them. It's the same lady. It was the
So
coach.
at the laundromat and the nail salon, it was the same
It's the
lady?
coach. Mm-hmm.
And you want to tell me that she just your friend?
I mean, I could see it.
I mean, I could see it too, but like, but who was that? Was that who? Basically, don't nobody believe that other story, the credit card story.
The credit card story, y'all might as well go ahead and say you forgave him. It's your business
Mm-hmm.
anyway. Actually, all of this stuff is your business anyway. But I just want you to make it make sense. And you keep on saying it would have sound, what she say, if wine ain't that smart or something she was saying. And I was just like, none of this is
He's smart.
smart.
Like he's too smart to come up with a story that just sounded stupid. Basically, like it sounds stupid. It sounds suspicious. So he wouldn't just say this. She's trying to say he would come up with a better story.
Girl, no.
If you don't know what we're talking about, on Potomac, there's a couple, and the husband, some girl came out last year or earlier this year with some receipts showing that they were at the hotel together. He paid for the hotel room, and I believe she's alleging that they were together. He is saying that they were not together. He met her on Instagram. They both agreed that they met on Instagram. He said that she was coming to where they live at, the Maryland area.
Baltimore, Maryland, Baltimore, somewhere.
Whatever. She was coming out there to meet with Baltimore Ravens player, whatever, some football player, and then him and her were just friends, whatever. I don't know at what point she met up with this man. Don't sound like the football player was ever in the picture.
In the equation.
So that's why it's even more like question mark, like make it make sense, whatever. Because at this point, if you throw me under the bus, the girl, if she didn't throw me under the bus and I didn't say that ain't what she was here for, so I'm guessing either the player, if it was a real player, he married. So that's probably why he ain't came out and said nothing. But anywho,
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. You the dumb one that went to the
put
hotel.
your credit card down.
Anything, you should have used cash. Like, here you go.
So he's saying she went to the casino. She lost her credit card or lost her wallet at the casino, and then she called him because she couldn't figure out nothing, or she didn't have no money, all her stuff was gone. So being the good Samaritan that he was, even though she's not there to see him, she's there to see the football player. So if I'm gonna call somebody, I'm gonna call the football player that I was here to see and tell him I lost my credit card and everything. So
once he's not available, I'm going to call my family or my friends, someone that I really am messing with.
Girl. So she calls this random man that she ain't messing with, that she only met on Instagram, that we just cordial. And he came down to the hotel. He came down, not just reserved it on his phone. He ain't call in and just reserve it
online.
Why would I do that when I could just come down to the actual hotel, put my credit card down, sign for it, and then leave? I didn't do nothing. I put my credit card, I sign, and leave. That's what
he got. That song. He got all of that.
He put down that bread, got some, and leave. So he's claiming nothing ever happened. So that's that story. So that had already happened. Then we find out in the first episode that allegedly he's been seen at the laundromat and the nail salon with this other lady who turns out to be, he was a coach, turns out to be another coach that he worked with. So, I mean, I can see, that may be legit. He probably ain't messing with her or whatever else. But the other story is suspicious, whatever. I do think, I don't know, I kind of felt like, do you think Giselle was being a good friend? Like,
I think she was. If I didn't have, what's that called? The
backstory.
If I didn't know, like in the back,
previous history.
Yes, history. That's what it is. If her history wasn't that she was a petty person, I would think that she was being a concerned friend.
Mm-hmm.
But because of the way that she moves, I don't think she's being messy. I really don't know. I feel like she's trying to be a good friend because I mean, I'm glad that she is calling it out, like the foolishness or whatever. I feel like that's very sincere. And then like because it's areas where she can be petty, she allows her pettiness to come out basically. So yeah, she's being a sincere friend, but there's no way that she can hide her pettiness, which I can't blame her because if that's you, then that's you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, we all got a little pettiness in us, so
Yeah.
I can see her being like, no, he making
Got you
us
looking
out here
stupid.
looking like a fool because you know that's our man. So
Yeah, I mean, because it's one of the things where I'm like I can't take her seriously sometimes, but then at the same time, when she had mentioned, like, I've been there, done that, with Jamal, like, so I'm like, okay, yes, she does have a history. She knows what, the lies and probably like her and Sharice, whatever, and even Ashley, they were all there, like they all then had infidelity issues, whatever. But at the same time, I still think it's like I get what they were trying to do. However, at the same time, when they were dealing with their stuff, y'all didn't want to hear it either. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it's kind
they
of
should
like,
be more sincere with it. Like
yes,
y'all been, like y'all said, y'all been down this and y'all did not want to hear it. So at this point, I don't want to hear it. And she said, "My joy's been snatched away. Don't let nobody take your joy." Like I get it, but it's just like
I think because it was a powwow. Don't powwow me. Whatever.
Call me one-on-one.
Yeah, we can do a one-on-one. Call me to your house. Give me a little charcuterie board. Give me some wine. Hey, let me talk to you. I ain't saying.
Or let's just talk. Like we ain't got to bring them nothing. Like, but just let it be very, like,
because it was very much giving. What's the word?
Intervention.
Yes, that's where it was giving intervention. Like, hey girl, so yes.
Oh, you look cute. You look cute. So yep, you sit right there. This is for you. This is for me.
You're giving to Lulu. He's cheating on you. I don't know why you don't see it. I don't like. She ain't ready to accept it. And I mean, nobody really knows. Well, look here.
Everyone knows.
That hotel story. I like Juan though. Like I Juan.
Really like Juan, and it's so crazy because Aaron was like, "Hey, that's one of my favorite college players." I was like, "Okay."
Courtney, when I first was watching Potomac, she was like, "Oh, that's Juan Dix. Have a crush on him." Whatever. And I was like, okay, girl. But yeah, so it's like I like Juan as a person. I like him as a person. When I see on TV, he seems really nice. But yeah, so that's it, y'all. That's all I got to say about Potomac. I don't have nothing else to say at this time. So
I don't think nothing else happened. Like everybody pretty much was talking about that. So I was like, okay, y'all. Like, is this really finna be like how it was with Candace and Chris? Did I tell you that it's a guy, coolest white dude that I have ever met? I shouldn't say that because I met some cool white dudes. But
one of the coolest.
One of the coolest, yes. He looks, one day I'm going to ask him. But he goes to
related to Chris.
Yes, if he related to Chris, his daughter goes to AJ's daycare. I mean, talk like him, like look like him, and I was like, Aaron, don't he look like Chris? He was like, he do. I was like,
see now like, my investigative wheels are going. I'm gonna find him for you. I'll confirm it for you. You ain't gotta ask him. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look for it.
He got a white.
I'm gonna look.
His wife is black too, but like, she is though.
See, so it's his. No, it's playing.
Because the daughter is mixed. The daughter's mixed.
Right. But yes, y'all, we gon' that's about it. No, I was saying I knew that I didn't want to review it when I sent you that clip when they were at, I think it's BravoCon, where they were talking, and the people asked the question and they booed her. They booed that baby. I mean, now I ain't gonna lie, like I do agree with some of what she said, which is like, if we were in a good place and we resolved it or whatever else, why would I bring it back up just for the cameras? Like I do agree, whatever. If we worked through it, it's not my fault the cameras wasn't rolling. We was going through what we was going through, whatever. Like, I mean, she didn't say that. I'm saying that. It ain't her fault that the cameras wasn't rolling when we went through what we went through. So at what point then do I bring up, whatever. The issue I have is just how they were like, it. Not the issue I have. The issue I have as to why I don't want to watch it is because she said what she said in regards to preserving her marriage. But then they were like, but y'all always talk about other folks' marriages and other folks' husbands and other folks. And so it's just like, and that's the thing. Like, there's no, there's no boundaries. Like y'all be doing too much. Whereas like
Yeah,
if you
but
don't
then when
want
it
your
comes to it,
relationship
yep.
talked about, don't talk about nobody else's. You know, whatever. Like unless they bring it to you and say, dang, this is what's going on, then you can have a conversation. But all the rumors about this person's husband and whatever else, just like you wouldn't appreciate it, don't do
They
that to
don't
them.
appreciate it, right? Because
So
you ran with the Wendy and her husband, and that was short lived because it was like y'all really don't
y'all
have no
better not be coming for
receipt.
Eddie. Okay, he don't do nothing. So that's where it's like I can't do that because that's just if I just don't like messing with people's families and stuff. Like, you know, it's just I don't want to. I just can't sit up every week and talk about that. That's what they gonna be talking about. Like,
Yeah, it's
no.
like it's nothing positive can come out of this.
Because let me tell y'all, marriage be hard.
It does.
Okay, so ain't nobody marriage perfect. You know, like so. Listen, I can't do it. Ain't gonna be talking about it. Next thing you know, y'all see me on the tabloids. Y'all ain't gonna see me nowhere. I'm gonna be right here at home. But all right, y'all. We didn't just want to say that. So we'll probably give a little quick. If we got something to say about Potomac, it'll be at the end of the episode. And that's all you're gonna get. And that's all we got to say about that.
That's all I got
Jack.
to say about that.
That's it. That's all. But yeah, anything else you need to say?
I think that's it. If y'all is virgins out there, please stay a virgin.
Yes, please do.
Like you should be excited about that. That is a great accomplishment to keep until the Lord blesses you with the spouse that He has made specifically for you.
For you.
Virgins or
People
celibate.
that's
You can
celibate.
do it. I know
Yes,
it's hard. I know it's hard.
I
I'll be
feel like
praying
it's
for you.
easier. I mean, well, I ain't gonna say it's easier. Yeah, it's easier once you like if you really, like I said, stand firm. Like once you really made your mind up, you like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, you know, I wish I would have had that same like strength when I initially was like, I'm gonna be a virgin until I'm married. I didn't. I ain't had that strength, but I had it later on in my life, and so you got that now.
Don't let the devil punk you.
Don't let the devil steal your joy. And we will be back, y'all. We want to get ready to get up out of here. We appreciate you for spending your day with us. If you guys are like me, you off today, okay?
Happy Veterans Day.
You not off. I'm so sorry.
I got mad. I was like, Happy Veterans Day. No, Happy Veterans Day. Thank you all that have served, are serving, will serve. We appreciate your service to this divided states of America.
Yes, thank you for your service. And we are going to go. Again, thank you for listening. Like, share, subscribe. And we will see y'all on Black Friday. We're going to be off that day.
I showed him.
We'll see y'all later. Ta-ta!
Hey, FOE.
FOE.
Faith over everything.
Faith over everything.
FOE.
FOE.